Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Curse of Oak Island discovers coin from as early as 300 BC. On the Curse of Oak Island this week, the team found a coin that might date as early as 300 BC. This would make it one of the oldest finds on the island for the hit History Channel reality TV series. Here is a look at what they found and what the team believes it could mean. Ancient coin found on the Curse of Oak Island. One of the most interesting finds on the Curse of Oak Island this week came in the form of a coin. This was something that Gary Drayton found thanks to his miracle metal detector. It was something he found at Lot 5, which is a new area for the Legina brothers to explore on the island. This week, Alex Legina and Jack Begley brought in a coin expert and numismatist named Sandy Campbell to look at the coin. He arrived at the Interpretative Center and took a look at it before delivering some shocking and exciting news to the team. Based on the chemical composition, Campbell said that it came from ancient Rome. This means it is either Roman or Byzantium in nature. Furthermore, it is possibly as old as 300 BC. Sandy said that the date range was wide, but went from about 300 BC all the way to around 600 AD. Even in that range of 900 years, it is one of the older trinkets the team has found. Also, based on that range, it is likely Roman and not Byzantium. What could the coin mean for the Curse of Oak Island? Rick Legina was very excited about the possibilities of this coin being on Oak Island. After Sandy made sure to confirm it is almost definitely Roman, Rick set out to figure out what it was doing on the island. Sandy had no clue, but it leads to a lot more fun theorizing for the crew and fans of the Curse of Oak Island. The very good YouTuber breaks down the mysteries that present themselves on Curse of Oak Island. He also came up with some news about what the coin actually is. Additionally, he was searching around and found some information from the Quest of Oak Island Facebook page. A person on that page identified the coin as one from 337 to 355 AD, which really narrows things down. This means the coin comes from the time of Constantius View. The video also shows the actual coin, and it matches up really close with the one found on the Curse of Oak Island. There were tens of millions of these coins minted at the time. This reveals at least where the coin came from. Of course, the mystery is still how the coin arrived on Oak Island. That is because there isn't much historical data of anyone going to North America during this time period. However, that is what makes the show fun, coming up with theories on how the treasure ended up on the island. The Curse of Oak Island had always held the attention of history buffs and treasure hunters alike, but few expected the recent discovery that sent waves through the excavation team and the world. After years of digging, theorizing, and often frustratingly coming up short, Rick and Marty Legina's team uncovered something so ancient that it shook their core beliefs about what might lie beneath the mysterious island off Nova Scotia. It wasn't just a relic from the medieval or pirate age, but something far older. A coin dating back to as early as 300 BC. The breakthrough discovery. It started on a seemingly ordinary excavation day. The team had been focused on the Money Pit, the most infamous and elusive area on Oak Island, which had confounded searchers for over 2 centuries. Drilling efforts had been intensified in an area where previous sonar and metal detecting efforts had suggested a hollow or possibly a hidden chamber. The drilling struck something solid, and the team paused for closer examination. As the digging resumed with careful precision, they hit what looked like a stone-lined shaft, a feature not uncommon in ancient wells. Embedded within the soil surrounding the shaft was something small, round, and corroded. Metal detector specialist Gary Drayton carefully sifted through the dirt, eyes narrowed behind his thick framed glasses, before his face lit up with unmistakable excitement. "We've got something," Gary declared, his voice tinged with astonishment. The team rushed over as Gary held up the ancient object. In the palm of his hand lay a coin, weathered with age, its markings faded but still visible. No one dared to speak for a moment as the realization dawned. They had found something far more significant than just another artifact. "This isn't just any coin," Dr. Ryan Spooner, the team's geoscientist, chimed in after a brief inspection. "This looks ancient, Roman even." The excitement on the island that day was palpable. The coin was quickly sent off to expert numismatists for analysis. and the results astounded everyone. The coin could be dated as far back as 300 BC, an era when Rome was still a fledgling republic and ancient civilizations were flourishing across the Mediterranean. Unraveling the mystery. How could a coin from that era end up on Oak Island? Marty Lagina asked during the evening team meeting. His voice betrayed a mix of skepticism and wonder. The coin's discovery opened a whole new chapter in Oak Island's mystery, one that suggested connections far beyond pirate treasure or even the Templar theories. Historian and theorist Doug Crowell was quick to propose a theory. We know that seafaring civilizations like the Phoenicians, Carthaginians, and even early Romans were advanced mariners. They reached areas that were previously believed inaccessible. What if one of these ancient traders or explorers reached the New World centuries before Columbus? Doug's theory sparked animated discussion. Could ancient Mediterranean civilizations have reached the shores of North America long before it was officially discovered? The idea wasn't unprecedented. There had long been speculation about the possibility of pre-Columbian transoceanic contact, but evidence had been scant. This coin, however, could be the first solid piece of that puzzle. The origins of the coin. As the experts delved deeper into the coin's history, they'd identified it as a Roman denarius, a silver coin that was widely circulated in the ancient world. But this particular coin had unusual wear patterns, suggesting that it had been handled and traded for centuries before finding its resting place on Oak Island. It's possible this coin could have passed through many hands across generations before it was lost or intentionally buried here, Dr. Spooner said in one of the team's video updates. The wear on the coin suggests extensive use, far beyond what a collector or a hoarder would have experienced. This coin has seen miles, possibly traded through markets from the Mediterranean to Northern Europe and beyond. The implications of the find were staggering. The coin's presence on Oak Island might not only suggest ancient maritime expeditions, but also the possibility that Oak Island was part of an ancient trade route. What if the fabled treasure was not simply gold and jewels, but artifacts of cultural and historical significance brought by early explorers? Could Oak Island be the final resting place of an ancient repository of knowledge or wealth that spanned millennia? Digging deeper. The discovery reignited a fire in the team that hadn't burned so brightly in years. Rick Lagina, usually the more cautious and grounded of the two brothers, found himself caught up in the momentum. For the first time in their decades-long quest, they were faced with a tangible link to an era far more ancient than they had ever anticipated. They redoubled their efforts, expanding the excavation around the area where the coin had been found. Every shovel of earth seemed to hold the promise of further revelations. Experts were brought in to scan the surrounding area using ground-penetrating radar and other advanced technologies. They found what appeared to be additional subterranean anomalies that could indicate the presence of further ancient relics, or even the long-sought treasure chamber. Speculation ran wild among the team. Could they be on the verge of uncovering an ancient cache of coins, artifacts, or even a lost civilization's treasure trove?